Yes, boys, welcome to another video where we're going to talk about if Man City are ready for Tottenham tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's right. Not only have we got Tottenham, one of Man City's biggest bogey teams, we've also got the 12:30 kickoff. Wow. Now, this is a game that I dread it. Every time we play Tottenham, I just dread it. Even if we play well, there's always something that happens where you're just looking at it going, it's never an easy game. Going into this game, I think a big talking point, I don't want to touch on it too much because I'm kind of sick of all the transfer news, if I'm being honest, is Savio. That for Man City, if we are not going to sell Savio, because he's not injured. I think all of us agree he's not injured. There's no way he's injured. Just magically injured. Nobody knows what's wrong with him. There's no time frames. There's nothing given. And if he was injured, why would the rumors be that Tottenham are going to go in and make a second bid for him? Why would you be looking at buying an injured player if you don't know what's going on? So I don't think that's true, which then leads on to we've now lost Savio for this game. I don't think he would have started anyway. I think Bob naturally now has that starting position at right wing, but he's a massive option. If you think about him coming off the bench, Bob in that last game for me looked absolutely shattered, and I think the more what you don't want to happen is Bob be ran into the floor. He's coming back for some long injuries. You have to give him chance to build up that kind of. When you talk about these injuries, you have muscle imbalances, you have different things that go on that mean, number one, you're not quite fully up to it anyway, speed wise, even though he looked really good. But you don't want him getting injured again because you're playing him week in, week out, week in, week out. You have to have rotation when you've had a player that's been injured like that. You have to. Now, Savio isn't an option now. For me, that's because Tottenham and him want the move. That for me is bonkers if you're not going to sell him. If we're going to sell him, that's fine. But if we don't end up selling him, losing him for a game like this is absolutely ridiculous. And the way the talks are going, the way the news is coming out, the way everything, I think everyone's just done with it. I would have preferred either to get it done, accept whatever's going to happen is going to happen, get it done before this game. Let him play. I don't let him play. If you can move fast enough, let him play. Because I think it has more of an effect on the team now, where everyone's talking about, oh, is this person coming? Is this person coming? This normally for Man City doesn't happen at the start of a season, but it's happened. So I think the only thing we can focus on now is the teams and where I think the game's possibly going to go. So let's start off with a lineup. I'm going to say Trafford in goal. I think Trafford starts. Right back, I'm going to go for Nunes this time. I think Nunes starts. I think he gives you a bit more pace, bit more energy than Rico along the flank. Although Rico had a pretty decent game for me in that kind of inverted role. I think we need, because of the way Tottenham play with those wide players and they push the fullbacks up and the overlapping I think you have to start Nunes. I think Gvardiol won't be ready, so it's looking like Stones and Diaz again, I would imagine. Which I'm not too. Listen, I think if you're going to start Diaz, I think Stones is his best kind of partner. And again, they had some good blocks on our last game. They played well enough that I'm confident. Aït-Nouri left back. It'll be interesting to see what happens with him. He will start, obviously. Now, will he be overlapping? Will he be inverted? I'm not sure. I think that depends on who starts up at left wing. But we'll concentrate on the midfield first. And we'll go for Nico G in that slightly deeper role, holding. Tijani Reinders is a no-brainer. He was already on the team sheet from last week. He's never leaving that thing unless you in complete control and you don't feel like you need to use him. He's probably the one person in the team alongside like a Haaland where you go in, he's got to be in the team. He's got to be. Now, personally, I would start Xerxes, but listen. If Pep's not going to start him last week, he's definitely not going to start him against Tottenham. There's no way, not in that midfield anyway. So for me, it's going to be Bernardo Silva in there again. Right wing, Bob. Has to be Bob. Unless there's some sort of niggle or anything where they feel he's not 100%, it has to be Bob. Haaland up front. The big man himself. No questions asked. He looks hungry, looks ready to go. I think he'll get space against Tottenham with the way that they play. I think if you can have a Tajani Reinders that can find a ball through on a transition, they tend to push up quite aggressively when they're attacking, counter-attacking. So I think Haaland can get some space. The left wing for me is the tricky one. Now, I don't think Doku did enough to warrant starting in this game. I don't think he did. Pair that with the fact that I think Aït-Nouri looked better when Marmoush came on. I think Marmoush has to be given a chance on that left. Just to see what we can do. The only thing, I think Marmoush also does do a bit more running. So I think he'll track back slightly more than Doku, although neither of them, it's not what they're there for, right? But the problem with Tottenham is I see the majority of their threat down that right-hand side. The majority of their threat is Pedro Porro on an overlap. You got Kudus, ton of pace, absolute menace. He could be a nightmare for City, a real nightmare. This is where I see Tottenham having success, is that kind of just down the lines, no messing around, no passing around the middle, no trying to play little balls. It's over the top or it's a through ball and they're going to run. It's what's going to happen. Now, will Man City cope with that? I think we can. I think you saw against PSG that when PSG sat off Tottenham and gave them space to kind of do what they wanted to do, they looked relatively comfortable. But as soon as PSG started really putting that pressure on, they reverted to the kind of park the bus method. Now, part of that was they were up and there wasn't that much longer to go. But they also have that thing, the Spursy moments, right? Where they just seem to panic. They don't seem to do stuff. Now, having said that, if Man City start the way that they did in that first game against Wolves, we could be in trouble. Because Tottenham are going to start fast. And they're going to start really fast. Now, again, everything that's going to happen is pace. It's all pace. Tottenham have got Kulusevski out. They've got Maddison out. They don't have enough in terms of creativity to cause Man City a problem at all. The only thing that they do have is that pace and that overlap. And we've seen Man City struggle with that over-the-top ball, and the quality is better than Wolves. That's the problem. And we even saw Wolves having success with it. Now, if we give Tottenham that chance where we give them 20, 30 minutes of kind of off the pace Man City, not quite up to it Man City, people are finding the feet, we will concede, in my opinion. This, for me, is a very winnable game. Very winnable. I think you've got Tottenham at a good point. I think Kulusevski's a massive loss for them. Maddison's a big loss as well, creativity-wise, but not like Kulusevski. Kulusevski, for me, he's a problem player, especially for Man City. He's a problem. We found something against Wolves where we kicked up a gear and we really kind of got going and we saw things that we haven't seen for a while. And if we see that, you're going to see Tottenham struggle. I think you're going to see Tottenham kind of not know who to go with runner-wise. Tijani Reinders pushing forward, crashing in, making runs in. Haaland making runs, creating space. And that's another big talking point is Haaland maybe this year, his runs are going to be even better for us because normally what happens is Haaland makes a run, nobody plays in the ball, it goes sideways, it goes backwards. Haaland looks like he's looking around everyone going, why am I not getting the ball here? Why is nobody passing me the ball? Now, we've got two elements that we'll benefit from. Number one, we've got Xherkey and Reinders that will both play that ball. We've also got Reinders that will play off of Haaland in terms of if Haaland makes a run and that creates a gap, you best believe Tijani Reinders will be looking for a way through. 100%. My score prediction for this game, I'm going to go for 3-1 Man City. I think it's tight and cagey first half. I think maybe Tottenham get a goal, City get one back, and then I think second half Man City take over. This match is huge. Is absolutely huge. You can set a real kind of pace. And I mean you can set a dominant pace here where all the teams around you go, hold on. These look dangerous here. These look really good. Because not only did they do it to Wolves, which I think most people predicted, you've just done it to a Tottenham that everyone's saying is looking good at the moment. Thomas Frank's got him doing this. Thomas Frank's got him doing that. You can really set a tone here where people go, okay, we got to take notice of this now. Because if you look at all the predictions of winning the league and the majority of people say Liverpool's going to Arsenal second, this and that. Man City have to win this game. They have to win this game. It's not about points. It's not about, I mean, it obviously is. It's always about points. But it's about a belief. It's about getting that kind of arrogance back into these players, going, hold on. We had an off season, but we're treble winners. None of you lot are treble winners. None of you. You haven't done it. And I'm not talking about United however long ago. I'm talking about recent treble winners where the players are still around and they've done it. They've seen it. They've been in the middle of it. We have to make everyone realize, hold on, don't forget about this team. Don't forget about Pep Guardiola, the best manager of all time. Don't forget about it. Not to mention, it's also the first home game of the season, and I'm lucky enough to have a ticket. So, I can't wait to be in that stadium, feel the buzz. Football's back, man. I absolutely hate having no football. I hate it. I turn into like an old man. You ever go around to like your granddad's house and he's like watching the horse racing, and he doesn't want to talk to you. I'm like that. I don't want to talk to you. Unless football's on, don't talk to me, man. I don't want to have a conversation. If football's on though, I'm here all day, boys. I'm here all day. So I'm thinking tomorrow what I'm going to do for a little video is I'm going to go to the stadium a bit earlier, have a little walk around, give you guys a little tour of the stadium just in case you haven't been able to go and see it yet, or whatever the reason, right? I'm just going to give you guys a little peek at what's new because they've done a lot of new stuff. Maybe have a look in the shop, maybe pick up that Xherkey number 10 in the black. I'm close to Reinders though. I'm close to Reinders. I've not decided, but you guys can maybe help me. Leave a comment in the comment below. What shirt do you think I should get? Do I go Reinders or do I go Xherkey? I'm talking about that black away one because it's too nice not to get. It's too nice. So leave a comment below. Let me know. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video giving you a tour of the Etihad. Nice one, boys.